I'm a student at the University of Dallas in the MS Accounting program, and I'd like to do a fact-finding interview with you. First of all, I want to thank you for giving me your time to ask you a few questions. These questions will be on what your job duties are, how you accomplish your job duties, and why you prefer working on your current job.
Okay, I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have for me today. I'm currently office manager at a home health agency, and we take care of patients in their home, patients who are homebound and they do have a medical necessity.
Well, let me ask you some few questions then. Tell me two of your major responsibilities as office manager.
As office manager, I ensure there's a good communication in the business office, and also maintenance and keeping up with personnel files.
So how do you keep up with personnel files?
With personnel files, mostly it's to make sure employees are eligible to work at all times. So I do check, monitor the expiration dates on all their licenses, such as their driver's license, professional license, and also making sure that the insurance I have on file for them, that's their car insurance, is always valid and not expired.
Explain some of the challenges you face when dealing with patients with complex medical issues.
For patients with complex medical issues, I often have to work with the nurse, because sometimes, not being a nurse, I have a hard time understanding some of the terminologies, so I just let the case manager all the deal and handle such cases.
How do you get your diagnosis codes?
With my diagnosis codes, I do use the coding manual. Specifically, I use Decision Health ICD-9, and I use that because it's a requirement, it's required by Medicare. And to ensure that coding is done by the guidelines, I use that to do coding. That's what we use in our company.
So how do you ensure that field employees submit their notes in a timely manner?
Generally, that's a challenge because we have employees in different cities, and the best way to do that is to call them. So I make sure I call them, I give them frequent reminders that they need to submit their notes.
Tell me what guidelines or tools you use to make sure proper charting and documentation is done.
We always have interviews prior to hiring any employee or any field staff, and we educate them on that, and we have tools they can use to ensure proper documentation. We make that available to them as well, and we also schedule monthly in-services for all the nurses. So we have them come into the office and we give them an in-service and how to ensure, how to document their clinical findings on their notes.
Describe one of the major challenges you have encountered as office manager.
One of the major challenges I've encountered as office manager is having attendants not notify the office when they do not keep up with your schedule.